we jumped ahead and we dove into the
Yeah.
core loop before, but I think
Mhm.
it's interesting. Maybe Aaron, if we could start there at the core loop, right? This is your fundamental gameplay that you're playing for the very first time, and the very last time in the lifespan of a game, right? You're playing it every
Yeah.
time you're playing. We've definitely driven that home on this show before. But like, how does progression tie into this? Can you walk us through some of the systems that sort of lead the core loop into how players might
Yeah, yeah.
progress? Yeah.
So like at the simplest level, you start extremely slow, like I mentioned before. And as you're walking, you're getting faster. So you're feeling it, especially I think around level 20 or so, you really start to notice the speed. So that's kind of like somewhat of like a player progression. It's like baked into the core. Like that's what you're doing.
Mhm.
But then there's also, like as I'm sure you guys talked before about like short, midterm, and long-term goals. There's other things that would incentivize you to say, okay, like if you're just running, that's great for like a short-term thing and getting faster, but you probably won't stick around for very long. So like there's worlds that might require, level 50 to access. So then now you have a reason to want to level up. So you're gonna start collecting the orbs faster. If you're gonna try to equip some chow to speed up the gameplay and start to get faster to be able to get into that world and basically absorb that new content.
Mhm.
And yeah, the image here is rings, which is one of the collectibles I mentioned before. These are basically things you collect in the world to be able to get these pets, which make you progress faster. And because the systems are getting easier for you, you're feeling like you're accomplishing something. You're making forward momentum.
Yeah.
And that's an image of chaos orbs, which are like the XP. So those give you big XP boosts. So that would motivate you to want to, as you get faster, like when you first start out, you're really slow and like it's so far away, I can't get to it. But as you level up, you're gonna get faster and you can collect more of those. It's kind of like that dopamine hit, like you're just constantly feeling like you're making some kind of forward progression.
Right.
Um, and yeah, here's an example of our the dispenser system. So you equip these trails and these chow, which give you boosts on your XP and your rings every time you collect one. You
Mhm.
start it's like a 1-to-1, but as you equip them, it might become like +5, +10, +15. That's something that we've seen a lot in simulators where it just exponentially increases and it continues to feed that desire, that dopamine hit.